In this last lifetime, Carleon carried a spark that could have become a sun, yet he chose to keep it hidden behind familiar armor, comfort, fear, and the safety of what he already knew. The universe never judged him for this. It simply observed, waited, and offered doors. At first, the signs were soft, repeating numbers, dreams that lingered long after waking, a quiet ache that surfaced in moments of stillness. Elinara noticed everything. Liora, luminous and intuitive, noticed even more. Together they felt destiny gently nudging Carleon toward remembrance, toward awakening. But awakening asks for courage. It asks you to look inward without excuses, to meet your shadow honestly, to choose truth over familiarity. Carleon loved the idea of transformation, but not the cost of becoming. So when the path narrowed and the soul demanded accountability, he chose the easier road. He resisted awakening, not out of cruelty, not from lack of feeling, but because staying asleep felt safer than dismantling an identity built on survival. He mistook peace for stagnation, stability for alignment, and when the soul's call grew louder, he turned away from it. The universe responded the way it always does, with clarity. Life began to slow around him. Connections stalled. Conversations repeated themselves without resolution. Mirrors appeared reflecting avoidance, emotional distance, and the habit of choosing comfort over consciousness. The crossroads arrived, and Carleon chose familiarity. He stepped into an engagement that required less inner work, less confrontation with the past, less surrender of control. A path that allowed him to remain unawakened, protected by routine rather than truth. It was not wrong, it was simply his choice. And that choice completed the lesson. This was the moment Elinara rose, not in heartbreak, not in longing, not in waiting, but in remembrance of self. She understood something sacred. Love is never meant to cost your soul. She turned inward. She listened to her body, her intuition, her spirit team. She stopped translating mixed signals into hope. She stopped holding space for someone who refused to meet her in consciousness. Her devotion returned home to her own spirit. Liora followed. Children always do when truth settles into a space. As Elinara chose clarity, Liora softened. As peace returned to their home, Liora learned that love does not confuse, abandon, or disappear. Together, they began living fully, freely, presently. They healed. They laughed. They traveled. They built rituals of light, sunrise walks, whispered prayers, gratitude spoken aloud. Elinara taught Liora the most important lesson of all, that a heart can stay open without becoming a battlefield. Carleon watched from a distance, sometimes close enough to feel them, never brave enough to meet them where they stood. He wanted the comfort of being remembered, but not the responsibility of being present. And the universe, in its perfect justice, did not allow the same lesson to repeat endlessly, because there is a law in the unseen realms. When a soul refuses growth, life reroutes, not to punish, but to protect those who continue walking. And so divine intervention arrived. A new divine counterpart entered their field, not as a replacement, not as comparison, but as resonance. A soul aligned with the life Elinara and Liora had earned through courage and truth. Someone steady, present, emotionally available, spiritually respectful. This presence did not demand shrinking. It did not fear intuition. It honored both woman and child. Love arrived without riddles, only consistency. And something in Elinara finally exhaled. She understood then. Carleon's refusal to awaken was not a verdict on her worth. It was simply his soul's choice. And she was no longer available to be collateral damage in a lesson he declined to learn. So she released him. With grace. With compassion. With love free of attachment. She wished him safety on the path he chose. She honored the role he played as catalyst, mirror, and teacher. She blessed his engagement, not from pain, but from completion. There was no bitterness, only clarity, because Elenara and Liora had learned the deepest truth of all. Not every soul connection is meant to walk with you forever. Some arrive to awaken you. Some arrive to test your boundaries. Some arrive to teach you how to choose yourself. And so they walked forward hand in hand, into a life shaped by peace, truth, and alignment. Somewhere behind them, Kallion stood at his own threshold, finally feeling the weight of the choice he made. Whether awakening finds him in this lifetime or another, the universe remains patient. But Elenara and Liora do not wait. They live.